Welcome to the course Raphael's School of Athens, The Medium and the Message, presented by ThinkND in partnership with the Rome Global Gateway. I'm David Mayernik, Associate Professor in the School of Architecture at the University of Notre Dame and Class of 1983 Notre Dame graduate. These days, my wife Brett Jackson, who works for the Jesuit Refugee Services here in Rome, and I divide our time between Lucca in Tuscany, where we have a home, and in Rome, where I teach. In this course, we'll meet Raphael, we'll see the fresco technique in action, and we'll spend some time looking closely at the painting itself. I'm a fresco painter myself. I'm also an architect. My ongoing project over the last 25 years is the campus of Tassis, the American school in Switzerland, above Lake Lugano in Ticino. I studied fresco with the great restorer Leonetto Tintori when I was a fellow at the American Academy more than 30 years ago. And I've had the chance to paint frescoes for my own buildings in Switzerland at Tassis and for the Church of San Cresci in Valcava in Tuscany, first a crucifixion and then the life of the patron saint, and finally frescoes on the facade. I spent my 50th birthday on the scaffolding at the Tassis Theater painting the tympanum, and then I painted the Muse of Comedy, Talia, on the facade in one day. I painted the last fresco for San Cresci on the facade above the side entry door in a windstorm. I teach in Rome, the city that changed my life as a student 40 years ago. It's the greatest privilege to live and teach in this amazing city, surrounded by inspiring works of art and architecture. Thanks to Raphael's students, there are frescoed facades all around Rome. I have my cappuccino every morning in a bar where Raphael intended to build a house for himself before he died tragically young. Down the street from where I studied at Notre Dame in Via Monterone is the tiny building supply shop where I bought the materials for my fresco demonstration. And a few minutes away is the art supply shop where I bought the pigments and the brushes. It's been there since 1825. My bike ride to work at Notre Dame sometimes takes me past the ruins of the Forum. Not a bad way to start the day, although I do miss our old neighborhood in Via Monterone. And I arrive at the Colosseum, which we can see from Notre Dame's rooftop. So what do I do for fun? Well, for me, fresco painting is fun, so that's partly what I do for fun. I also have an old barn that I've converted into a studio outside the walls of Lucca. And last year I taught myself the sgraffito technique by decorating the bathroom. So that's another kind of fun. I hope you'll have fun learning about Raphael's great fresco in the Vatican Palace with me.